What's going on, guys? MrVerry here, and we're gonna be kicking it back off with a little bit of Grindfest. As you guys can tell, I am heading, as you guys could probably guess, I should say, can't really tell yet. I'm gonna be heading down to Goroma Demons, and we're gonna be getting level 254, as well as working on that task, which is so long, but unfortunately it needs to be done. So we're gonna work on it. And I figured I would do a video, because it's been a little bit since I've done one, and that's mainly because I've just been dealing with a lot in real life. As you guys know, me and my girlfriend, who I had when I started this channel, are no longer together. And I went through, um, it was a bit of a tough period for me. I got pretty down on myself, and I mean, just typical breakup stuff. But I'm feeling better now, and as I've said, there is a new girl who's in my life, and we're trying to see where we can go. So that's cool. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. There was just a lot going on, and I really wasn't feeling like doing my channel too much. I don't know. I kind of got a little depressed and a little lost for a bit. So you guys, I apologize for the lack of videos lately. I really do. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me regardless of it. Uh, so, yeah. But so today we're gonna be doing, like I said, we're gonna be doing Goroma Demons and Dragon Lords. Uh, and this is in the Grindfest series. We are going to be doing today's the first, so a happy belated Halloween to all you guys. How was your Halloween? My Halloween yesterday, obviously. I just hung out with my close friend and some of his family, had a couple drinks. Nothing too extravagant. It was pretty fun though, and that was it. And so you guys know that the mutated pumpkin is around, so we're going to be taking on him at some point, and that'll be in the Life of Adronus series, uh, obviously. So that's coming up, and that'll be within the next 2 or 3 days because it's the first, and the mutated pumpkin disappears on the server save of the third, according to Tibia.com. So yeah, so this should be fun. Definitely looking forward to that. That should be interesting, especially with the new reward system. So you guys will get to see how that works if you haven't used it yet. If you have, then you already know. But all right, let's see if we can get through all this. Yeah, you can see there's a mass amount of stuff to get through. But I want to start the recording a little bit before I got into hunting, just because I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on and why there haven't been as many frequent updates to my channel and whatnot. So now you guys know. But we are stacked. I have something like 300 and um, sorry, someone's calling. Of course. All right. All right, so we're gonna let off a Rage of the Skies, trying to crush everything around us. And try to round everything up and finish them off. And it seems like every time I start a video, there's a phone call. Um, for those of you who watch me consistently, you know that that just seems to be the way it goes here, and I haven't a clue as to why. Um, there'll be days I don't get a phone call all day, and then as soon as yeah, like I haven't gotten a phone call all day, and then as soon as I start my video, of course everyone is ready to talk, which is just typical. And we get a Talon, which is cool. It's not bad for starting loot, and we'll check out. And yeah, I saw we got a voodoo doll, so that's cool as well. You need X amount of voodoo dolls to um, get into a certain area. I think it's pirates, yeah, because they're pirate voodoo dolls. Duh. But So yeah, those are pretty helpful items. I remember back in the day when they used to be worth a lot when they first came out, because everyone was trying to get into pirates, and not a lot of people had them, and there weren't nearly as many cultists. So yeah, good old days. And I forgot to pick up the last small pitchfork, but they're worth picking up. They're 70 gold and they're light as hell, so. Alright, and we have made it to our destination. We are in Goroma. So first things first, let's take care of these dragon lords. And then we'll be on to the demons. And I brought a ton of avalanches this time so that I could use them a little more liberally, and not really have to feel like I had to like conserve them, you could say. So, and I brought some explosions too, because explosions work pretty well on dragon lords, and I tend to use explosions in this against this 2 spawn here quite frequently. So, and we finished them off. No real nice loot yet, but that's alright. We just got here, so I'm not expecting anything awesome. At least not immediately. And we'll pot up. And on to the demon. Our first demon. Let's see how loot goes this time. And, ooh, I do not like that. We are not trying to get... we are not trying to give the demon shield break. That's how he does some kick-ass melee damage. And we're going to see how many SDs it takes. 'Cause I'm curious now with leveling up quite a bit, and I'm actually not too far away from my next magic level either. I might end up actually getting it this video, so that would be cool. And we're going to check how many demons after I kill this one and the next one that I've got to go. And I will be showing Demon Oak eventually on my channel. Obviously, as most of you guys know, I'm just getting close to halfway now, so it's going to be a little more difficult to show it to you guys anytime soon. But it will be shown on my channel, for sure. Once I get it, it is going to be on the channel. You better believe it. That'll be a Life of Adronus episode. Not only will I be showing how to get through the quest, and then actually fighting the Demon Oak, and I will also be showing which reward I pick, which most of you guys already know, as if you've heard me talk about it in other videos. I'm going to be taking the Spellbook of Ancient Arcana, which is an awesome spellbook. So it takes about 15 SDs, so about 1.5k every single demon, but that really isn't bad, considering the fact that you can get a 200k item, you know, and the fact that they drop a lot of other items that are very expensive. I actually usually profit with SDs. I couldn't believe the last Grindfest video here, how poorly I did. Like, it's usually never like that. So we get pretty much the same thing as last time, another small emerald and another platinum coin. So far they're being a little stingy and no demon dust, so that is stingy, but so we've got 3,254 demons, so we're about a little under 100 away from being halfway done, which is awesome. Really cool, actually. So that's always nice. I cannot wait to be done with it. And it's really more so just the fact that the experience here is usually pretty poor. More than anything, like I said, I make money here, but I don't really need money. I already have money, like a lot of money. I mean, not as much as a lot of people my level. I've never really bought gold or anything like that. I've been given gold from people who buy gold just because they were close friends and they knew I was running low. But yeah, so it's a little different. But we get our first demon, and hopefully he is unaccompanied. I'm going to try to avoid the south as much as possible, just because it looks like there's another one not too far from this one, so we're going to try to take him out as quick as possible and hopefully without much trouble. And he doesn't really seem to be doing crazy amounts of damage, which is good for us. And he summons a fire elemental, which would be helpful if it was actually helping me run around him, but it actually just blocked me up and really helped him. And that demon just got a very brutal hit on us. Ooh, jeez. So we get 2 great mana potions and a small emerald, so keeping up on those emeralds, I guess, at least. And we're gonna use a couple mana potions ourselves. It can be always a little weird clearing this area at first, and that's just because a lot of the time stuff is lured up a lot more than you'd think it would be, and that ends up making it a little more difficult. So we finished the second Dragon Lord off, so now we're down to just the demons, and I'm sure they will be making their way up here shortly. Hopefully we can just grab the one demon, and it looks like we did that successfully. Because there is 3 there total, and we've already killed 1, so there was 2 left. Of course we can handle 2, it's just I would rather not. Rather just avoid that situation altogether. So we deal between 500 and up to like 700 damage to the demons per turn, so that's pretty decent. Not the best, but certainly a lot better than it could be. It's actually a lot more than I would deal with icicles, believe it or not. And we get a fire axe and a talon, so at least we get that fire axe right off the bat, and that's probably paid off all of our expenditures already, so that's cool that we've used thus far. And we'll see if we can get a dust, and of course we get denied on the dust, as that's seemed to happen a couple times now. And he's getting that mana drain in, which is why we are wearing our Depthocrea and our bronze amulet, or bronze necklace, sorry, so that we can get that extra mana drain protection, as demons do steal mana quite frequently, and it adds up. Especially being a vocation that focuses around mana strictly, like a sorcerer. And of course druids. But yeah, so already this hunt is turning out better than the last one, and I hope it continues to. That I would love to get something awesome this hunt. I remember the first hunt I had here, I think it was the first one, I looted MPA, and that was really, really cool. Yeah, it was the first one. I looted magic plate armor, and I looted, and I also looted something else. Oh, I looted a mastermind shield and a bunch of stuff. Just an awesome hunt overall. Totally awesome hunt. Probably one of the best demon hunts I've ever had, if not the best. So I would like to emulate that. That would be really cool. I know that one hunt I got a magic plate armor and a demon rage sword, I think in the same hunt, so that was awesome because that's the 2 rarest items demons drop. So obviously there's a decent amount of players online, because the demons straight south of this location, one of them has already respawned. So that's cool. That means that we'll be able to just kill this spawn a couple times without really having to go back up and kill those spawns while we wait for this one. So that's nice. And let's see what our EXP per hour here is. Right now we're getting around 720k, and that's with boost, stamina boost, and double XP. So you can see just how bad the experience really is here. It's miserable. It really is. And I think that that might actually not be the spawn, but that it might be this demon. I'm not totally sure, because there's 2 that spawn to the east here, and then there's 2 that spawn, or 3 that spawn, excuse me, to the southwest. So, and we're gonna haste up. so that we can gain some distance. I gotta close some windows for sure, because there is just too many open, and I can definitely tell it is slowing me down a little bit. Not a ton, but enough, you know. And when you're dealing with demons, you kind of need all the speed you can get, especially when there's situations. So I'm going to pause the recording real quick. Alright, and we are back. Ooh, that was a weird little lag spike. I don't know why it just slowed down when I would just close stuff out, but alrighty, that was weird. So there's at least one demon back over here, and here he is. Weird that the demon actually respawned before a Dragon Lord or anything. You know, seeing as how the Dragon Lords were some of the first ones we took out. I mean, we did take out a demon pretty quickly after the first Dragon Lord, but oh well. I'm fine with that. We aren't tasking Dragon Lords anyway, not that you can, but we're tasking demons, so at least the creature we came here to focus on is respawning at a decent rate. That's always cool. And we'll get a little avalanche in. And he is close. And we finish him off. We get a purple tome, so that's worth close to like 1k. It's not really too great of an item, but demons actually are pretty stingy about dropping it, so... Oh, okay, yeah, we need to pop another life ring on as our first one has run out, and that means that these soft boots, yeah, they only have 5 minutes left, so we're going to have to switch those out in about 5 minutes here. So I'm going to try to pay attention to that. I'm not sure if both are spawned, so I'm just going to use SDs to get through these quickly. And the reason that I do that is I like to get as much experience per hour here as I can, and while it is poor, I am using my boost, so I might as well just rip through them as fast as possible. And that's just kind of my logic behind it. So we're going to grab all the demon skeletons and the fire elementals and this room filled with tiny creatures that also spawn with him for some reason. He has all of his demon skeleton homies, his skeleton counterparts, I should say, and his fire elementals. So, yeah. And once we get a decent amount of them around him, which we have now, we will start avalanching. And luckily we get a mana potion out of one of the demon skeletons, so that's cool. While they are only little mana potions, everything helps. And making these supplies last is what we gotta do here, because the more demons we kill, the better. Obviously, I'm not really here because I want to be. I'm here because I need to be. And like the first 1,000 demons went by so fast just because I was really excited to, you know, get the task, because it takes a lot of time. For those of you who don't know or haven't gotten 100 tasks completed, if you don't bot and you're trying to do this, it's quite time consuming to get all those tasks and to play your character that much. So when you finally get it, it's a relief, but it's also a burden, because you now know that you've got to kill 6,666 demons in order to finally get through this this massive quest. And you do get demo drays. You get to kill demo drays, so that's cool, and that gives you a little extra funds at the start of your at the start of your demon tasks. That's nice. Sorry guys, I get caught up sometimes when I'm focusing. And that demon dropped absolutely nothing, just some gold, but we don't carry gold, so pretty much nothing to me. Hopefully we can get lucky and maybe get a demon dust And it appears not. That's alright though. What can you do? So now we're almost up to 1 mil an hour, so we got about 26 minutes until we level. Um, so that's cool. That's definitely awesome. Looking forward to 254. And then we won't be we're actually not too far off from 300, which is awesome. And, you know, that is a goal that I hope to reach at some point. And of course, I haven't been, you guys can tell if you saw my last videos that I haven't leveled or really played since those videos. So this video is the first time I've really been on for any length of time in a while. And had I stayed, and I actually did want to do a video last night for Halloween, but by the time I got home, I was tired, and I just really wasn't in much of the mood. So I ended up just kind of watching some stuff and hanging out for a little bit, and then going to sleep. So, wow, that sucked. I was hoping the fire elemental would at least block him up for me. Nope. There have been some loyal fire elementals this time around. And we get 2 ultimate health pots, which sell for around 300 apiece, so plus the platinum coins, that's like 700 gold. Hopefully a dust. Still no dust this hunt, so they're being awful stingy about that. Hopefully they aren't going to be so stingy in other ways, and we'll make this worth it for us. That would be nice. I actually don't think I've ever looted a guardian shield here. Just an interesting little fact for you guys. And the reason I mention that is because there is, like, you know, a pretty good amount of demon skeletons here. Yet I've yet to loot a guardian shield here. I think I've looted one at Lich Hell. I've actually looted a couple Guardian Shields at Lich Hell, and there's a good amount of demon skeletons there, but there's also a ton here, so I mean, I think there might even be more here. And we get some fire mushrooms, which are 200 apiece, so that's nice. And I figured the soft boots would be worn, so we switch out to our new soft boots. Well, not new, but they've got 2 hours left on them, so decent amount of time left on them. And hopefully we have another demon spawned here. If not, the southwest spawn should be ready to spawn its third and a second here, or second. And if not, we can always run back up and see what's going on in the main spawns. Or we can check out the east and down spawn, but I don't really like that one as much, so I don't know. We'll see if there's a Dragon Lord back. And there is, so we'll go ahead and pick him off. And in the time it takes us to kill him, hopefully something or another goes on. And we get another life crystal, so that's just another life ring pretty much being replenished. And we'll pot up a little bit, give it a little time just in case, and see if it's spawned. And this demon's back, so that's good. At least I'm not just kind of staring off doing nothing. I've actually got demons to kill consistently. It's weird that that south spawn isn't spawned yet. Usually I can kill the 2 demons up here and the 2 dragon lords, and by the time I get back down there, there's usually like at least 3 demons altogether out of the 5 that spawn down there. So to only see 2, that's a little odd. There probably isn't too many players online right now, I'm guessing. Right now I'm doing this at, right now it's 3:30, and that's New York. That's Eastern time, so. And we get a platinum coin. Oh, I really hope that this hunt does not turn out like the last hunt. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to show you guys. Aw, he logged off, damn. I was hoping to say hi to him real quick, but I just kind of got caught up in the moment, you know, trying to move this video along, keep killing demons. And figured this Dragon Lord might be back, but it doesn't look like he is. Is this demon back? All right, well the demon's back, so we've got that at least. And by the time we've taken out these two demons, there should definitely be at least a couple back in the south spawn. So, and I've actually made this one disappear, and I think it was from running it too far west, around where I just was. So that's crazy. And it sucked. I had it down to like around this HP, maybe a little bit higher, but I'd still used like 10 SDs on it and was, you know, ready to drop it and move on. And we get a fire axe, so nothing special, but hell of a lot better than nothing. So we've got two fire axes thus far, which not bad. They have like a 3.7% drop rate on those. So I think it's actually close to 4%. So it's about 1 in 25 demons you'll see a fire axe on average. But I seem to see them a little more. I've actually left here with like half a backpack of fire axes, so it just depends on your luck, really. And we're going to see how worn out our amulet is. It's still got 131 charges, so that's good. And it does not look like a demon has spawned over to the southwest, hopefully over to the southeast. We do have a demon, which is good. Awesome, actually. And we're going to try to use some avalanches to take out the surrounding creatures, as well as conserve SDs, and deal a little extra damage to the demon. And he's hasting, so he catches right up to us, as usually the demons tend to do the old ancient scarab, or actually demons have been around longer than ancient scarab, so I should say the old demon trick of using paralyze and haste at the same time, getting vastly faster than their opponent, all the while making their opponent extremely slow. Very nasty trick. And it sucks because if you've already hasted and then they cast paralyze on you, you know, you just wasted that haste, which could be 100 mana, just gone. And I've had them cast it as soon as, like right after I used it, so it can be a little frustrating. And I skin him just to kill some time. Wow, this spawn today is just... There we go. Alright, I was gonna say, there's gotta be another one. So, we get our second demon here. And I actually don't mind the fact that it's not just bombarded and packed, because that gives me a little more running room. But, I'd still like enough spawn so I can just kill them, you know? Not have to, like, wait around. And we get paralyzed, which is fun. But so far we've managed to keep our distance from this demon pretty well. Another paralyze, and we finish him off with a free go. And he drops an orb. Those are really cool items. They've been around for a long time. They used to look a lot different, like most items actually now. Most items have gotten an update. But those, I just remember how big and bulky they used to look. If you're curious, you can Google it, and I'm sure you'll find it. The old image sprites for orbs. Yeah. Alright, I'm done running around the spawn. If they're not here, they're not here, so screw it. I'm going to take one more look over here. Actually, we'll do one more lap. Why not? And apparently not. So we'll get out of their hair so they can respawn and run back up and take on our Dragon Lord and then the demons. So far the loot has been poor, but at least it's keeping up. It's keeping up close to the amount of supplies. If we'd gotten a couple dusts by now, it definitely would be totally up to par with the amount of supplies we've used. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case, so I guess we will see. And I'm going to keep that demon skeleton actually because he's going to be useful in blocking the demon from me. And the demon's fire elemental actually might come in handy for that too. Nope, he almost did. He almost did. And at this point, I'm just gonna use some avalanches to drop his fire elemental as well as the demon skeleton. Of course, he summons another fire elemental immediately. And another demon skeleton respawns. So we'll crush him while we loot the demon, and we get a black pearl, so that's nice. Just, you know, a little extra gold. And we get our first demon dust. Wow, how about that? So at least we got a dust now. I mean, that's demon dusts are really usually what end up making or breaking a lot of these hunts because, you know, if you get a couple demon dusts, then you end up doing decent because in addition to your other loot, it, you know, makes up for the costs. Or the demon dusts alone usually will cover my great mana potion usage. So when I don't get many demon dusts, I end up having to take the money I spent on that out of the actual loot. So I'm always hoping for them. And they usually do end up pushing me over the profit loss line into profit. So definitely important. I couldn't imagine hunting demons without a blessed stake. It would just seem like such a waste. Alright, so we only got 3 minutes left on our life ring there, so we gotta switch that out here shortly. 8% to level, so that's cool. Very close. And hopefully there's one spawned, and there is. Awesome. So we're going to grab him up, as well as take out the fire elementals who are hanging out with him. And he's moving awful fast as he has hasted. And he gets a nice hit in on us, so we have to use a intense healing. And so far so good. Not really too much problems going on. I'm really just hoping to see, you know, like a demon shield or a mastermind shield or something nice this hunt. Or even a couple, even a golden legs or... I don't really like golden legs because golden legs have gotten so devalued, partially due to this quest and partially due to the fact that Rashid only pays 30,000 for them. So that devalued them as well because people are like, well, I can just sell it to Rashid for 30K, so isn't that what it's worth if the NPC wants it for that much? And Zowan legs also devalued golden legs as they were much cheaper and easier to obtain and were better for a lot of situations. So yeah, that's just a little information on it for you. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really like looting them anymore because I remember when they were worth the same as like a mastermind shield. Like they were worth 70K, 80K, and now you're lucky if you get 40K for them. And they used to be one of the strongest legs in the game, and were revered. And that's not the same anymore, unfortunately. I realize things change.